Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Rock the douchey for real. I look okay, but they went all out for y'all. Looking real good right now.
What is up? It's your girl EJ.
It is Tik in the building.
The highest chocolate. You know what I'm
saying? Listen, you never know who's coming through the Ruthless Roundtable. We see you doing your thing, Deputy K.
The wonderful, amazing Tyler Perry.
The Jontha, y'all. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now, you know it ain't a party unless our boy Lenny show up.
Please come on, son. At least you can do it.
Now, without further ado, welcome to the Ruthless Roundtable, y'all. The number one spot for Ruthless Live recaps and conversations. Let's go. What's up, everybody? What is up? We are here live with the Ruthless Roundtable, y'all. We are down one, but that is okay. We're going to keep her in our prayers, and we're going to go ahead and talk about episode 12. What's up, Jay?
What up, though? What's good? How you doing?
Good. Ready to talk about this old crazy episode.
It was crazy. Yeah.
It really was. What's up, everybody in the chat? I see you guys are coming in. Suma Rain, Daria, always here supporting. Thank you, guys.
Hey.
All right. So we just gonna jump right into it. First and foremost, what'd you just like overall of the episode? What would you give it? And how was you feeling it?
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. My favorite part, of course, is the beginning with my guy right here. This is my guy right here, and what he did and what he said. I know we're gonna get into it, but like I said, 8.5, definitely a great beginning. What's up? Let's go.
Okay. What's up, Miss Flows? Okay, so very beginning. Oh, hold on. So I can guide this thing. Okay, so very beginning, the part that you're talking about probably was the part that everybody was going crazy over because now for me personally, I want to think that Andrew is still just playing a game, but I really don't know. He kind of had me on the fence. What you think about this?
I mean, after he was like, you want to know the truth? You want to know the truth? F you, Desiree. I was like, yo. This boy lost his mind. He lost his mind. But see, I understand why he did it because they was trying to get him at this point. They got evidence, right, that it was arson. They got evidence that, he took out his own partner. So, Of course, that's why he's still in handcuffs. So, yeah, I think he's in every right to be like, yo, where's my lawyer at? Because I know what y'all trying to do. So, but it was hella funny, man. Like, I was not expecting it. Like, I really wasn't expecting it.
Me neither. I wasn't expecting how he said it. It seemed like it just turned like, oh my goodness, did he just really go full in and drink the Kool-Aid? And then he goes on to really go in on Desiree. Yeah. And he's like, look, you screw your subordinates, basically, and then he got Cal feeling a type of way. It's crazy.
I had to give him a whole air horn for that one because your boy, he had to do what he had to do. He's like, oh, you trying to put me in the corner? Nah, baby, don't go in the corner. Let me tell you about your little girl over here, Cal. She's screwing Malcolm and all her subordinates. I was like, yeah, your boy went in. He went in.
He really did go in on him. And he actually got to Cal. That was the funny part about it. I'm like, dude, you just gonna let him get to you like this?
Yeah.
Okay. This is serious here. Because clearly you doing too much. Look at his face.
Little puppy dog.
Looking sad. And then she talking about, am I gonna see you tonight? He like, hell no.
Hell to the no. Then she like, but we got a case. She's like, I know. Let me get some air, right? Let me get some
okay, like
community property.
But just to sum up that little part though, I do personally think that it is going to be, I don't think that he's going to let those kids, he's been so adamant about the women and children. I don't think that he's going to give up on that. And I don't think he's drunk the Kool-Aid. I just think it's a ploy. So I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Oh yeah.
And now she going to bed alone. So let's see. Let's talk about the next biggest moment. This got to be one of the stupidest moments that I have seen yet to date. First of all, the highest sends one person with those sneaky Aaron. Aaron is a runner. Like, why would you send him by himself? Kind of break this scene down for me, Jay, and tell me what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so, the whole point of them being in this truck, they're 3 hours away from the campus. this was the Highest's plan to make a phone call to call Aaron's parents and let them know everything is fine, just to get the FBI office back, and also for that cell to ping another tower to show that the FBI is like, oh, okay, he's not at the campus. He's 3 hours away somewhere. So this was kind of wild. Just like you said, one soldier for this sneaky guy. I don't think the Highest really thought of him as a sneaky guy, even though, yeah, he made the phone call and was being real sneaky on the campus. But yeah, this was fun. It was crazy to me.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy. And what was even stupider was Peter he turns around. Like, you would think that if this person is, you want him to come back, you know that typically if people get out, they ain't trying to come back.
Right.
So why wouldn't you have him handcuffed, at least handcuffed while he's making this phone call? Why wouldn't you put him back into the truck and then walk around? Like, there's just so many different ways that we could have done this.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he just did it totally the wrong way. Like, you know, again, we know who he was thinking about. If y'all remember the last episode, we know that, you know, he was thinking about his love of River. So he just wanted to get back as soon as possible to his little boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he turned around, because he was like, I need to get back to my boo. Boom.
I gotta go.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to my boo River. So that's why he turned around, wasn't even thinking, oh, let me get him in the car first, right? Let me get him in the car first. And then, like you said, so, you know, his mind wasn't there. Boom, we got caught off guard. Here we go. Bam.
It was that look right there for me, Jay. When he did that, I said, what's over there? I said, it must be something over there. I said, oh, he about to knock him out. Here we go. Here we go, Peter. You out of there. So he makes the phone call. Mom and Dad seem to be, you know, okay with it. They just want to know that he's going to call again. I don't think they're ready to let it go completely. They want to lay eyes on him is what it really boils down to.
Yeah, I agree.
So then your boy, of course, knocks Peter out. And then Peter shoots at the car. I said, at least he did incapacitate the car. I will give him that much, you know.
Right. So you think that shot is what made it like stall out like that later on? Okay.
I think that's what happened to the car, because I don't think they would go out in a car that they couldn't get back in. I think that when he got the car, he messed it up. So. So there's that, and now he's stuck because the phone, he can't call anybody. So now he's there. Meanwhile, oh God, we got a whole butt cheek right there. Hold on, let me get that butt cheek out.
Get that out of there. Skedaddle.
So meanwhile, Elder Mother Marva. So we talked about this a little bit on the last episode, because that's kind of where it started, where she goes into this whole diabolical plan. And she really, really, I say this has probably been one of the most evilest, if that's a word, that she has done yet to date. She's done a lot, but this one right here got to be the worst one, as we're seeing all these men take their turn with Lacey. And I feel like a lot of us, when we talked about it last week, this probably was one of the most heartbreaking parts to see. Honestly, I feel like we could have done without it, but I do get the dynamics of the show, and I get why we had to do it. I just feel like they could have just let us made up in our mind what we thought it was, but because seeing it was a little rough. But any further thoughts on this scene? I feel like we kind of talked it into the ground last week, but anything extra?
Yeah, we did, and you know, my thinking as we talk about it is that I think Tyler Perry just wanted to deliver, because we've been talking about this moment over and over and over and over in the season, that it had to happen this way. I mean, yes, way less graphic. We could use less graphic scenes, which they did kind of like water down. They did water it down, because they didn't actually show. They just had the sounds, and we was just like, oh, you know, we just like, this is cringe, right? This is so cringe to hear it and to see these freaking cheeks and all of this and that. But nothing to really add further. Like, we ran it into the ground. Elder Mother got what she wanted with her evil ass. Elder Mother, we don't like your girl. Get up out of here.
Exactly. And of course, you know, when we saw Zane's soft side, but Zane has to play the part, you know, and then, you know, Elder Mother lets her know that she's going to try to do this again, which I thought was crazy. And Zane tries to talk her out of it. Like, you know, it worked, you know, trying to play on that on that part of them, because a lot of them got some narcissistic behaviors that they be going on, and she try to feed into that, like it worked, like your plan worked.
Yeah.
Like
you're so great, Elder Mother Marva. It worked. Don't worry. Yeah, she's pregnant. I'm telling you, she's pregnant for real, just to save her from another session like that. Crazy.
Absolutely. So anyway, let's move on past that, because we kind of know all the conversation that happened there. Because I really want to get to this other conversation. Let me see. Oh, this was an interesting conversation.
Scissors.
We'll put it on that one.
There you go.
Just to be safe.
Yes.
So there was a lot of, like, when we talked last week, we talked about how certain things came out and how we learned certain things.
Yeah.
And I, for one, was most interested in hearing about how he and Elder Mother had really met. I knew that she knew about his teachings, and that she, liked his teaching. She left her family and her kids, didn't want nothing to do with her. But I didn't know that she was the nurse in prison. That was new to me. And I guess either I missed it before, but it was new to me. What do you think about these whole revelations and these conversations, and how she's trying to get this information out of him and coax it out of him?
Right. So going with what you're saying, with Elder Mother, we knew that she was a nurse. We just thought automatically, oh, you're a nurse at the General Hospital, right? Like, you was just a regular old nurse, right? Okay. No, this revelation is important and very relevant to the story, because she was in prison. It's like everybody came from prison and just followed Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? From Daikon to now Elder Mother Marva, like they was all in the same prison. Like it's safe to say that Elder Mother was probably a nurse to Daikon as well, and anybody else that was in there with Tyrone and Daikon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, okay, now we really know everybody came from prison. This is very important, and why he upholds her so high. Like, he really upholds Elder Mother so high, even though she messes up sometimes and he puts her in. But we know that she doesn't really get punished in the punishment trailer, that he always pulls her out because he always wants food, and that's basically his nurse. So this was very, very relevant to the story, and those people who didn't pay attention, hey, pay attention. This is an important part, because we're going to spin the block on, again, Elder Mother and what's going to happen with her based on, his relationship with her.
Exactly. And I thought that, like you said, it was pretty, it was a very, very big piece of the story. And man, did they drag that out. Man, we're in season 4 now, and we just now finding out how they really, really actually met. But okay, I'm here for it. So you're right. He does uphold her in a very, very high standard. And that's why she's almost number 2, because, we could say Daikon is number 2, but he losing that. But, it is what it is. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But we also learned about him seeing a doctor inside of the prison who tells him that he basically is crazy and that he needs to take medicine. Right. And this is the reasoning why Elder Mother knows what to give him, because she was right there. She's not guessing. She knows exactly what he was prescribed and all this type of stuff. And she knows that this alters his moods, which I found really interesting. And then we're also going to find out later that Daikon actually knows too. But also in this scene, Ruth makes a big play. She really tries to tell on Elder Mother Marva about this medicine, but I don't know if that was the move. What you think? Was that the play to tell him, to get him to thinking about it?
I think it was a good play, because in his mind, you heard his reaction. She'd never do anything like that. I know that she's putting stuff in their food and y'all food, but no, she wouldn't dare put it in mine. So again, I think this was a good play, because I think she now has him second guessing. Like, he's like, at the end of that whole conversation, you saw him kind of look at her like, because she's always putting a battery in Tyrone's back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, just this little thing that she'll drop, and then he'll think about it. And then we'll find out later with the whole high thing or whatever. So yeah, I think this was a good play for Ruth. I think she did it the right way. No. She backed off when she needed to,
Yeah. Oh yeah. She knows how far to go, and then he does that little thing when he hit her on the nose. I thought that was
Yeah.
so funny.
Mhm.
I was like, the highest is in love, but that's the other revelation that we found out is that the highest
Yes.
is in love. But this face right here,
Ah, that's a familiar face, huh, EJ?
I listen. I don't have no faces.
I ain't getting you in
Uh,
trouble. I'm not gonna get you in trouble with your husband. I'm not.
Look, listen, because we ain't got them problems. I don't know what Tyrone got going on. Tyrone, like he the highest. He know how to do all this stuff, but apparently Ruth is like she been playing this game hard. But this face
Yes.
right here was so funny to me. I said Ruth is
Uh,
hilarious.
listen, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this with all due respect. When y'all not in the mood, y'all definitely know how to play it off like it's all good. And that's exactly what she was doing because she didn't get the answer to her question. So if you run it back a little bit, the reason why she's making a face like this is because she asked about the children
Yep.
and he didn't want to tell about the children. He was like, yeah, and they start getting up, start kissing her. Oh, I just want to do the thing that you taught me. So he was avoiding her question because he didn't want to tell her where the children were. And she was like,
Exactly.
all right, yeah, okay. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, oh yeah. And then she was faking. She was
Oh
faking,
yeah, she was
straight
definitely
faking,
faking
you know?
everything.
She want
Definitely
Cali.
faking that.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny though. I thought that was one of the funniest parts. So
Yeah.
we still don't know where the children are, and throughout this entire episode, that has
Whatever.
been the common theme is that the children were supposed to come back. Everybody's trying to they feel like they got to make this play now because the government is coming and they want to get up out of there. But
Yeah.
Ruth is not going anywhere without these kids, and I don't know why they keep pressing it. She's not going anywhere without Tally's
Cali.
kid and her kid and Callie. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She's not going anywhere without them. But here we are. Now we get some more revelations in this conversation with River and Joan. The next revelations that we get is that Joan has known all along that this was the senator's son. And I'm just like, okay, you're kind of defeating the purpose of your own plan at this
Right.
point. If you knew he was the senator's son, I would have tried to get him out of there as quickly as possible and tell them all the reasons why they don't want to be there. They would have
Mhm.
had to go. So,
Right.
what do you think about this scene?
Well, it's a couple of things, right? So it's what you just said, but then it's also the fact that we get the answer about Lilo. Now, remember we had that synopsis that mentioned Lilo's name, like when we was covering it before it came back. It says, the senator's son Lilo, and like what? And then when Jones says, Lilo is a liar, yo. He's not the senator's son. He's just a BSer. And I just kept the lie going. And I'm like, Joan, why you just keep lying, like the lies going? Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And then you just revealed, like, yeah, I knew that Aaron was the senator's son. Like, you know everything about Laura and Aaron. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? At this time, it's hurting you. It's gonna hurt you and the whole plan to get that money out of there. So, so it's her bad, yo.
Exactly. And she kind of makes Ruth have a point almost like, were you like, it feels like you were trying to sabotage in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know. So here are my favorite two people on the compound right now, George and Lewis. They gonna be my favorite two people until it's time for Ruth to flip on them. And then I'm sorry. I still love y'all, but where my alliance is at this point. But Daikon is gonna come and have a conversation with them, and he's just like, look, Andrew is supposed to come back, so he's still looking for Andrew. He's still I think Daikon is no longer on the fence. He kind of says that at some point when he's talking to the highest, that he believes that Andrew is truly with them. Like Daikon was the one person who didn't believe this at all, So he's looking for him, but he's also looking for Peter as well. So he kind of just puts them on the lookout, for this. And then what's his name? Lewis actually says that he doesn't trust Andrew. He don't trust him.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. They got a bad feeling about Andrew. But also just to go back to your point about Daikon not trusting Andrew in the beginning, it was many different reasons why he didn't trust him. But I think the main reason was because the highest was giving him a lot of assignments and putting like him in favor over, Daikon's very jealous, right? He don't want Ruth next to the highest. He don't want River next to the highest. He don't want nobody to be in favor over him. So that's the main reason why he kept pushing Andrew, be like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. But you're right. He's down with us now, because if he did that job, he did that burning of Brian and his wife, then he's down with us now. You know, but he's waiting for Aaron to come back. He's still uneasy, though. He is still uneasy, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up to everybody that has come into the building? We appreciate you guys for coming in and checking in with us.
Salute.
Tamika, hey girl, Candy, thank y'all for coming through.
Hey.
All right, let's see. Let's go on to, I just like looking at them. Okay, let's move on. So anywho, so right here is kind of where we were talking about earlier, where they're having this more involved conversation and how she's getting more comfortable with asking him things. I think that's what I like the most about this, is that Ruth knew how far to go with her questions, and she just kind of eases these questions in here. But this is the point where she starts to question Elder Mother Marva, and this is where we start to really learn all those revelations about Tyrone and Elder Mother Marva and all that type of stuff. I'm still waiting on my Daikon story. I ain't even gonna lie. I know that they met each other but I want to know kind of more of how this undying loyalty came to the highest, because that is the part that interests me the most.
That was his girl. Daikon was his bottom, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, not much more to the story that I want to know about. Yeah, they was in jail and they kept, you know, the highest kept pumping him. So now that's his number one girl. Like, how much more we need to find out?
So hold on, but what you're saying is this, because this is the conclusion that I came up with, is that it's all been a scam and everybody knows it's a scam and this is just their play. Like, that's how I looked at it. So is that
and they just so happen to be lovers, right?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they just and I just feel like that Daikon knows it's a scam, and that the highest kind of believes what he says in a sense, because, you know, he hears all the voices in his head, and I don't know. I just feel like Daikon knows it's a scam. Maybe the highest believes it, but
I don't know. I mean, he may find out it's a scam, but I think this guy Tyrone, the lowest, created this character in jail, and then he just like convinced Daikon and also Elder Mother Marva to come with me because I have voices talking to me and da-da-da-da. And they believed him somehow, some way. He was just very convincing. And then they got out, and then here they are. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you might be right. He may know it is, but I don't know, man. Go get my food. That's what he said. Go get my food.
Go get my food. Yeah. All right. So we back over here at Aaron now. Aaron's car, the car has stalled. Like, what else could go wrong for Aaron? You know what I'm saying? Like, Aaron, no matter what he tries to do, something always comes up. And now he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just
keep walking. keep it moving, son.
That's fair. I'm just like,
bad luck
Aaron,
all day.
like, this is horrible. So moving on to River and River and Ruth, the R's, R and R. So talk to me about this scene. Actually kind of break that scene down to me, because I thought this was funny that River always, I don't know what River thinks, but just talk to me about it.
He did you get him high? Did you get him high? He didn't want it. He didn't want they both just like liars, right? So he wants to get him high so they can get the money, go along with this plan so he can go with his lover, as we found out, right? And Peter, so that he can, because he has his plan. He has his little plan that Ruth and Joan don't know about, right?
Exactly.
Then Ruth has her plan, like, I'm not leaving without Callie and Tally's daughter and and the money, right? So they both just like kind of playing off each other, but she's lying to him clearly, like, no, he didn't want it. He wanted me, so he didn't want it. He's like, no, you didn't even try. You didn't even try to get him. No, he didn't want it, right? Let me go now. Let me go and try it. Like, and she's like, no, get away. Don't, because he's going to find out the truth, right? He's going to find out the truth.
Exactly. Which I thought was the funniest thing when he does find out the truth. I was like, man, all of y'all, but we're going to talk about that in a minute, because that was so funny to me.
Oh my God.
This picture right here.
What the? You caught that one, boy.
that was all you. I said,
that was me. I caught that.
Yeah, you caught that one. I
I
said,
just don't
if this
remember it.
ain't the best, dog, this would be like the best thumbnail. I was like, I'm so saving this picture for a thumbnail. Oh my goodness. This
You need to
was
put
like,
that on the shirt, EJ.
oh, that was so crazy to me. But we know that these two stay at it, and right now they're arguing about food. Like, why are we always arguing about something? And they're going back
Yeah.
and forth about the food. She don't want her to see her making it, and it's
Yep.
just an age-old story. They get on my nerves. I ain't even gonna lie.
They do.
And there was another one that you got right there. That's a good one. These
Yeah.
all make good memes.
There you
These
are.
are some good memes. Let's talk about this right here, though. I want you to talk to me about this because Daikon, this part right here, Daikon got again, but the highest said the highest said something real important, Jay, in this conversation to let us know that Ruth has him all the way wrapped around her finger.
Sure does. So this number 2 is the number 2 rejection of Daikon and the highest. I mean, he keeps trying, oh yeah, I want to make you feel good. Nah, we good. I'm good, bro. Like, back down. It's okay. It's okay. Ruth got me. You know what I'm saying? We're good. But we find out, and this was the conversation that they had prior to this, Ruth and the highest, that she will bear the purest child coming directly from the lowest's ball sacks. Okay. You know, that's the way, you know, us dudes will say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have a child directly from his ball sacks instead of through some other man that he has what do they call him? Certified, crucified, whatever they call him, right? But now enlightened, there you go. Thank you. So now it's like, protect her at all costs. She is, you know, the mother of my child and the wife to be. And he just started crying. Like, you could see in his eyes were getting so wet because he's like, I thought I was number 1 to you. And now it's Ruth and I got to protect the woman that I'm jealous of and all of this and that. It was just like, dang, Daikon. Did I feel bad for him? Nope. I ain't feel bad for him.
But it's a twofold story with that because not only does he have to protect the woman that he is jealous of, he also has to protect the woman that he also loves as well. So it's a crazy, crazy story. But one thing that the highest said that I thought was very interesting was when he said, I can do better than her. And then highest was like, no,
you can't. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying?
That part took me out. I must have been on the floor rolling with that one, Jay. That took me out. I said, he ain't never been with a woman before, ever.
Ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing better than that brown triangle, boy. I tell you, that triangle has built empires and destroyed empires. And Ruth is building her empire with the highest with that triangle. So shout out to y'all and y'all little triangle, y'all little black magic. Black girl magic.
What John say? That magic box.
Magic box. There you go. He's like, yeah.
When
Daikon, he ain't replacing the magic box.
Okay, Daikon said, I can do better than her. Boy, I said, you desperate right now, bro. Y'all need to stop. Like,
but you remember the highest was like, yo, you know, just kind of like throwing it out there. You know, do you remember that conversation you had with Ruth to say, oh, you know, how do you feel about Daikon? She's like, why you keep bringing up Daikon? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's beautiful. It was like, whatever. I'm the magic now.
Okay. I got the magic box. So we got these two still arguing, and then Daikon, of course, comes in here because he's been sent by the highest to get the meal. Like, he hungry, like he needs to be fed. Okay. Yes. So he comes in here, he sends Ruth off because he does tell him to bring it so Ruth can go on, and he tells Ruth to go to her trailer. So that was the words from the highest.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Daikon and Ruth are going to have an interesting conversation as well. And here we go again with this whole situation about what's in the food and does he know? And Daikon knows. Daikon know that he's certified.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, it's like she's gonna use this for something, and I'm just like, I'm scared, to be honest, that if it's not used in the right way, and then the highest no longer will eat the food, what happens? We
Right.
don't want cray cray.
Yeah. But well, I mean, if you think about it though, like, yeah, she's still serving him the food, right? He's cool right now, right? So she said either he'll get happy or he'll get angry when after he eats the food, right? So as long as she's giving it to him, and as long as she's giving him like something that has nothing to do with the medicine, I think it's gonna be all right. But my thing is, just like you said, if she uses it in the wrong way, it could backfire on her because the highest believes that Daikon and Elder Mother are really looking out for him. They again putting both of them on a pedestal. So it may backfire on her. Will she be back in the punishment trailer? I don't know. We know she ain't having no damn baby. So if she don't have no baby, because he did remember he said, "Oh, her stomach is flat." Like, you know she ain't pregnant. So we'll see, man. But yeah, he knows. Don't tell him. He ain't supposed to know. Well, she already told him.
Yeah, they know he's certified. They just trying to keep him sane, but
Right.
I don't know. I think this is going to be interesting.
Mhm.
And then here we go with your boy River out here doing the most as usual. Lying to Manny. Why everybody lie to Manny and Manny believe everything?
Because they know Manny is like a box of rocks, yo. He's not the smartest tool in the shed. You know what I'm saying? He's not the sharpest tool. They can get over on him.
At all.
Yeah.
But here we go with more revelations. I feel like this entire episode was more so about it. The name of the episode was called The Art of Secrecy, but I really feel like we really got a whole thing about Ruth and learning the power that she really carries in this episode and how much influence she does have over the
Right.
highest at this point. I feel like this is the first time we've really seen it to this level. So, River comes in here, of course, and he wants to give him the magic, but he was about to go, and then he said, "Oh, no, Ruth said I shouldn't do it." And this when Ruth plan is up. What did you think about that though? Like,
well, first off, a shout out to the Tybo. He a Tybo hole right now. He's just doing Tybo and his little freaking Pilates and stuff, right? So, I mean, the fact that he said, "Yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a night. Yeah, go get the mat." Wait, oh, my boo said no. I was like, wow, that's power within itself, because I don't think we've ever heard that come from the highest, that he actually listened to her to stop from getting the magic. You know what I mean? So this is a powerful moment where, if she was there, I think she would have been like, okay, I got him in the palm of my hand, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't there. But River's gonna go back and talk to her, whatever. But this was real powerful, definitely powerful.
absolutely. Then we got your boy Daikon out here saying, "Don't ever let this joker back in here again."
He was just frustrated because he got rejected twice too. He had to take it out somebody.
Okay. And River is always like the easiest person for him to take stuff out on. But let me see, was there anything else that he told Manny that was important? I don't think so. I think he just really want to know when Andrew Nim is going to come back. But I think he told them, this is my part right here. This is what I want to talk about. I want you to break this down for me, because your girl Lacey she just went in. So let's talk about it.
Okay. So from what I remember, all right, because you testing your boy's memory banks right here. So from what I remember, Elder Mother's like, all right, you're gonna be doing all the linens and talking to Lacey, whatever. And then Elder Mother leaves, and your girl Lacey goes off. I gotta get up out of here, and I can't believe she did that, and blah blah blah. And Zane is trying to keep her calm, but then she wakes up Laura. And again, it's called secrecy, the art of secrecy, but this should have been called the revelation, because we see a lot of revelation.
Exactly.
A lot of people learning stuff, a lot of everything. So when she did wake her up, boy, and Laura was throwing up, I can't stop throwing up, and all this and that. Yeah, that's because you got stuff in you and it's trying to come out and all this and that, and you need to stop eating the food, stop drinking the drink. And she's like, oh my God, really? Like Laura realizes how crazy this is, and then your girl Lacey's like, yo, you don't think this place is crazy? Look, I'm in handcuffs. Like, hello, like wake up, get up out of your hazy state. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what's going to happen with Laura? That's the question. What is Laura going to do at this point? Even though she was about to leave and go crazy, and it was like, yo, you got to play the game. Yo, just lay back down. Just play the game. Play the game. Play the game. So
it's the way in which Lacey told her. Boy, I said, Lacey ain't got no coots. Just
nah. After you have 17 dudes pound town on you,
she like just play the game. But she had she said a little more rough than that.
She sure did.
I said it nice.
Yes.
But I feel like Laura is going to listen to her to a certain extent. I do feel like she's going to listen to her, but I know she's somewhere wishing she had just left with her husband when he came back to get her.
At this point, yeah, being that this stuff is getting out of her when she's throwing it up. So yeah.
And she ain't feeling that high no more, and it is what it is.
Do you think Laura and Lacey's gonna link up and just try to, get out of there again? What do you think?
No, here's the thing. Trust me, I love Lacey, but Lacey will snitch on people like in a good hallelujah minute. Like you don't have she say play the game, but sometimes Lacey don't want to play the game. Like she don't want to play it for the long run. Right. It's like when she get frustrated, boom. Like it just like remember the time when they were in the trailer, her, Paula, and she tells on Ruth, and I'm like no, don't tell on people that could potentially help you just because you done got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like
she was fed up too. They was in that punishment trailer for like 80 weeks, yo. like just sitting there all she was just frustrated for real. But yes, you're right. She does go gangster on everybody.
Yeah, she got super gangster. So I just can't see that's why I'm glad that Zane doesn't tell her everything, because she goes through so much that sometimes I feel like she feel like like I'm going through this. Y'all need to go through. Somebody need to go through some stuff too. And so she be ready to tell it. And so that's why I'm glad that Zane is kind of holding some stuff back and not telling every last single play as to what's going on that she knows about. So I don't know. I don't think that her and Laura are gonna really. I just don't. I feel like the only person that Lacey trusts right now is Zane, and that's probably the only person that she won't backdoor. Like that's the only person. But everybody else, she don't care about them. She just trying to get up out of here. So. I don't see it.
Interesting.
I don't see it, but I don't even see Laura. I don't know what Laura's. I don't know. They go if she can just stop taking the stuff, maybe she might be all right.
I want to know. Okay, if you're gonna stop eating and drinking, then how are you gonna survive? Like, where you gonna get food from? Where you gonna get water from? Like, you gonna drink in the shower? You gonna drink the water from the shower? Like.
They done figured it out some kind of way because they don't eat the rest of them don't be eating that food and drinking the stuff.
Ruth,
So they done figured it out some kind of way. So I guess she's gonna have to figure it out.
Right.
But as we're coming towards the end here, we are watching River. He waiting on his boo thing. Like at this point, nobody believes River. Nobody believes that he has a boyfriend. Joan is sitting up there just stalking him pretty much. Yeah. And that's kind of the conversation that they're having. Did you initially believe that he had a boo thing?
I mean, we know that River's been with the highest, right? So we know that on the low, all of them are getting something. We just don't see it. Thank God we don't see it. Nobody wants to see that, right? So we know they got a little underground thing going on. Whenever they want to get something, they go wherever they go and then they get some. So yeah, I wasn't surprised. I was just surprised as to who it was. I was just surprised as to it was Peter. That was the big surprise to me last episode. You know what I'm saying? So with Joan right here, she's like, I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Like, this is not going to go down. What? You didn't get the money. You didn't get this. So the plan is just botched up. Nothing's happening, So, yeah. I believed he did have a lover, though, but I didn't think it was Peter. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't believe it was Peter. I told you who I thought it was, and I was going to fall out if it had been him.
Oh, no. I don't
think
it
was like, this him?
Nah.
So anyway, let's go to the end here because at the very end, it looks like your boy is about to be saved. I want to be saved. It looks like he's about to be saved.
Right.
A car pull up and he's talking about the lights.
Please turn down the lights.
And I think just from seeing the trailer and stuff, we all knew who it was that was popping up. Like you could tell exactly who it was going to be when it popped up. We knew it was going to be Deputy Kate. But that's kind of where this episode ends, is with the lights on him, and they don't reveal who it is. But like I said, if you saw the trailer, you knew who it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get to talking about episode 3, though, it's going to be a whole nother interesting twist for our boy Aaron. He just keeps going on these roller coaster rides. What did you think about just overall? Any extra thoughts about the episode? Anything that we might have missed that you thought was important?
No, I think we covered most of it. You know, the couple of highlights was, you know, again, going back to Andrew. I can't wait to talk about what he did in the next one and what he said. But I think we covered it all. Again, this was a revealing filler episode, right? Because the first episode back, it was so chaotic and the government is coming and this and that, and you know, it was so crazy, right? And but again, the big deal to me, motherfucking Desiree is community property, yo. That part threw me. I was surprised at that. Because I was not expecting that to happen. That you sleep with all your subordinates. Again, that just threw me off, and I was just laughing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm laughing because I'm like, Malcolm, you just went running through everybody. You ain't got no type of loyalty, like type of nothing.
Nothing. Didn't he have a wife? He had a wife. We forgot about his wife. He had a whole wife.
He got a whole
wife. Oh my God.
Just doing the most. Oh my goodness. That's your boy though. You know what I'm saying? Like that is your boy. Now that's Tika boy.
That's Tika boy. That ain't my boy. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Tika. Salute to Tika and the fam. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, that's pretty much what was up with this episode. Honestly, I know they dropped 3 episodes, but I am really, really waiting on episode 4 to be fair. Like I really I just want them to keep going with the revelations. I don't know what it is. It's like just learning all this stuff after all these seasons, and you're finally getting some of your questions answered. I just need some more questions answered. Number 1 question, is Paula ever coming back, y'all? Is she going to come back and get her girl Lacey? Because Lacey did sacrifice for her. Can we get her back?
I'm going to say, no, she ain't coming back. When she left, she was gone. She's like, I ain't looking back. Sorry. Lacey, I love you, but thank you. We out. I ain't going through that again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, will she go to the FBI? You know, we had so many speculations and thoughts and theories like, oh, maybe she went to the FBI. She told them, da-da-da. That's why they on top of the case even more so now, right? I mean, we have no indication that she's going to pop back, but you never know. Like it's full of surprises. You never know. She may pop up. You never know.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
Well, guys, we will let you guys know when we're gonna do episode 3. We'll figure that out, and then other than that, that was what's up with episode 2. Jay, what you got going on your channel? I know you got some stuff going on.
Right after this, we are doing final predictions for Raising Kanan with the exclusive picks for episode 10. Come through to the channel, holla at your boy. Get some predictions and theories. This is it. It's going to be a crazy season finale. So we got the picks. We're going to talk about it. And then February 19th, look out for it. That's right. Who Runs the Block competition for Raising Kanan is going down. Check out your boy. We got the theme song out right now. So check that out. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's rapping and tapping and doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? 1992 rap, you know, okay? 1992 rap. Let me make sure y'all know. This is not like
put me on the track.
Hey, listen, we got a whole bunch of people who want to be on the track. You know what I'm saying? We about to do a remix, so you never know. I may get EJ on the track too. You know what I mean?
I could have hit you with some of them vocals. I could have been like, had that little. Could have.
Go ahead, kick it right now. Go ahead. Let me hear.
Got my Ashanti on. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Let me hear.
And I'll be like, you know, I save it for him. I want to get to him. Yeah, save it.
I got you. But
you
yes,
I'll bust out his song in a minute.
I know. Listen, I know. I heard through the grapevine you got the vocals. I keep hearing, but I ain't hear nothing. But I keep hearing. Okay. But family, definitely come through. We gonna have your girl EJ in the competition, so come and root for her. This is gonna be an individual thing, right? So it's every man, women for themselves. We trying to see who's gonna be the top kingpin and queenpin who runs the block in Raising Kanan based on their knowledge and special games. So I'm setting it up right now. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. All your favorite YouTubers, some new faces, It's gonna be crazy, fam. So look out for that. Look out for that on VKJ TV, fam. All right.
Awesome. That's what's up. So on my channel, guys, of course, Thursday with the ladies, we're going to be doing our watch party. We are going to do our pregame. We are also going to have our movie night that night as well, because we moved it. So we are doing our movie night. And then we'll do our live show right after that and talk about our first reactions to it. As well. So definitely tune in for that. I can't wait to talk about Raising Kanan. It's going to be bananas. And then we also have All the Queen's Men. And then, of course, we'll have All the Queen's Men Virtual Club Eden. And just keep your notifications turned on. That's all I can think of for now. But other than that, that's it.
That's it. It's been a
All
pleasure.
Right, so we're about to get up out of here and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Salute.